Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. With Battlefield 2042 Season 7 right around the corner, naturally there are always going to be some leaks. This time around, there definitely were some leaks, but I would, of course, as with all leaks, take this with a major grain of salt, particularly this leak, because this leak was actually first put out on the Chinese YouTube site called Bilibili. It's just a video sharing website, but the video itself is kind of sketchy and all sorts of stuff, so definitely take it with a grain of salt. However, it does give us some pretty interesting information if this does turn out to be true. I will leave a link in the description to Tom Henderson's article covering this particular leak if you want to read it while you're listening to this video. And of course, if you enjoy the content, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys that do that. And if you do regularly watch my content, over 70% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So you might think you are, but you might not be. So just check that real quick. Only takes one click. Now then, this leak started, as I said previously, with a video being uploaded to the Chinese video sharing platform Bilibili. The video is 46 seconds long and features a number of things that we're about to go over. The person that uploaded this video to Bilibili claimed that these are going to be released in Battlefield 2042 Season 7, which should be coming out with a release date fairly soon here if DICE actually wants to provide their community with useful information other than useless lore that no one cares about, but that's beside the point. Can you tell I'm kind of annoyed with how DICE approaches their seasons? I'm sure you can't. So the leaker goes on to show in the video 3 new weapons and 1 new gadget that he claims are going to be in Season 7. The assault rifle is going to be the AK-5C. Those of us that have played Battlefield 4 will of course remember the AK-5C. It was one of the very first assault rifles you actually got to use. In fact, I think it was a carbine in Battlefield 4 actually. My mistake. But if that's added to Battlefield 2042, it would be a nice piece of nostalgia, and it would technically be a new weapon to the game, as I don't believe the AK-5C is featured in Portal at all. The next weapon this video features is the SCZ-3. It is a submachine gun, and there is no picture of it, and I really don't know what this is based off of, or if it's a direct comparison to a real gun in real life. I have no idea. Then the last weapon this teases is the CZ-3A1, confusingly in the carbine section, because the CZ-3A1 was also a weapon in Battlefield 4, but it was one of the super fast fire rate submachine guns, if I remember correctly, and I'm sure it will fulfill that role in Battlefield 2042 if this does turn out to be true. The gadget that this video teases has me extremely worried, and I honestly hope that this leak is just a farce and it turns out to be wrong, because the gadget they tease in this video is the SRAW. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the SRAW from Battlefield 4, the shoulder-fired, wire-guided missile launcher, and this might be an unpopular take, but Battlefield 2042 has just enough AT and AA gadgets already, okay? You don't need to add the SRAW, you don't need to add anything else. It's totally fine as it is, and in my opinion, having the SRAW in the same game as having LIS, that is a massive mistake. I genuinely hope this leak is inaccurate, because I don't really know how many more AT and AA gadgets they can possibly fit into Battlefield 2042 at this point. And I'm well aware that the SRAW is definitely a fan favorite. I had a ton of fun using the SRAW in Battlefield 4. I just think for Battlefield 2042, it's not necessarily needed. And in my opinion, it just sort of compounds an already existing problem, much like the SPH launcher did and other gadgets. Now, before I move on, I do have to emphasize, please take this video with a grain of salt, alright? This leak is definitely sus, and to be honest, the video looks like I could have made it in Sony Vegas within 15 seconds, so I would not be surprised if this is fake. However, the video goes on to suggest that there was also a new plane in Battlefield 2042 Season 7 called the XFAD-4, or XFAD-4, Supposedly, this plane is directly modeled after the Russian Sukhoi S-70, and it is eerily reminiscent of the infamous B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. So, if I had to make a prediction, I would predict that this plane is going to fulfill the role that the stealth helicopter fulfilled in the helicopter category. I think this is going to be a stealth plane that is more focused on bombing runs than actual like dogfighting or air-to-ground infantry. I think this is probably going to be an anti-armor plane. and it might even be a little bit slower because of that role, but I do think it will inherit the stealth mode capabilities of the stealth helicopter, the lock dodging capabilities of the stealth helicopter, just to have some congruency between those two categories and some more selection within the jet category. Now, that is not all I have to show you guys in this video. We're also going to cover the new Battlefield post that is official, actual Battlefield news for Battlefield 2042 Season 7. Quick reminder, if you are enjoying the content or find it informative, I am going to fully cover Battlefield 2042 Season 7 and stream it every single day, so make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow my Twitch stream, first link in the description. Now, unfortunately, I am going to have to disappoint a lot of you. This is not any sort of official date news for the release date of Battlefield 2042 Season 7. It is yet again another one of these strange, cryptic lore messages that, for some reason, Battlefield thinks anyone cares about. And I suppose I will just let the video roll and you guys can watch it.
Several military dictators have risen out of the recent struggles in Latin America, Asia, and the Middle East, and have announced a public alliance. This group, calling themselves the Thousand Petals Coalition, extended assistance to the Eastern Front of the war, putting American dominance on the back foot. With a crumbling reputation and the growth of the independent NOPAT movement, the United States now finds itself outnumbered on the global stage. The consequences of this remain to be seen.
Clearly, this is just trying to preface Battlefield 2042 Season 7, but there is something interesting that Reddit actually found. In this still frame, you can see that this is a picture of the Pan-Asian Coalition, which was a faction from Battlefield 2142, and apparently 2042 was supposed to be a prequel to 2142 in the first place, so they're just trying to tie games together and put some lore together and put some story behind Season 7, and if I had to take a guess, this faction that is starting all the commotion within the Season 7 lore, they probably turn into the Pan-Asian Coalition in 2142, so we can all tie a little lore bow on it and have some fun. So that is essentially the news to cover. Now I'm just going to sort of segue into talking about Season 7 and how this is kind of pathetic. This has been a 5-month period without content for Battlefield 2042, if I am not mistaken. That is an absolute and utter disgrace. And just to remind everybody, there are supposed to be 2 new maps coming in Battlefield 2042 Season 7. How much do you want to bet that they don't give us both maps at the same time? How much do you want to bet that they drip feed us one map at a time to try to desperately extend this pitiful amount of content that they are going to deliver us in the month of March? And yes, I know 2042 Season 7 is going to be the first Battlefield 2042 season which has 2 brand new maps in one. So, I'm not allowed to complain, but guess what? I'm still going to complain because 2 maps over a period of 5 months. I mean, come on, it's just a joke. The amount of content Battlefield 2042 it has delivered is seriously embarrassing for the entire franchise, and I seriously hope the next Battlefield game ramps up the amount of content that is delivered to its players, because I don't think we're going to be able to put up with this pathetic amount of content for much longer. If that leak is correct, we're only going to get 3 new weapons. I was even expecting maybe 5 or 6 new weapons in the next season because, hey, they're doubling the amount of maps. It is so much easier to double the amount of weapons. It really is. Making a weapon from start to finish inside of one of these like AAA game studios, I would bet you they could do that within a week. You're telling me you can't put like 3 people on that and just double the amount of new weapons we get? It's a fucking joke. So hopefully some of these leaks in this article are correct. Hopefully some of them are wrong. Hopefully we get a release date for Season 7 sooner than later. I'd be willing to bet that DICE is going to release Season 7 at the end of March, so probably somewhere after the 20th. And I certainly hope those 2 new maps aren't terrible, because wouldn't it be embarrassing to wait this long between content drops and have the main portion of content be bad? Ooh, I certainly hope it isn't. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and follow my Twitch stream. All links are in the description. I'll be live with Season 7, obviously, every single day as soon as it comes out. So catch the Twitch streams. I typically go live at about 2 to 3 EST. Occasionally, I do night streams, so be sure to turn notifications on for my Twitch channel as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.